The topic of this lesson is density, and then there's a secondary topic that is population density. In science, and definitely in chemistry, you will have learned that density is the amount of mass that something has, the amount of matter, divided by the volume, the amount of space that the item or whatever takes up. And in general, we can think of units of mass being measured in something like grams, or something like kilograms, or something like pounds. And then volume could be measured in like gallons or in liters. And there you might think of a cylinder or something like that, containing some amount of liquid. But volume does not have to be liquid. Volume could be gas, or volume could be solid. So we don't need to think of just gallons or liters. We could also think of something like a cubic centimeter, or a cubic foot, or something like that. For example, if this represents 1 cubic centimeter, 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, so 1 cubic centimeter is actually the same amount of volume as 1 milliliter. So if you're in chemistry right now, you may have learned this. This will definitely be important if you take chemistry, if you take AP chemistry, or if you take chemistry in college. And this is a pretty easy one to think of and visualize. So on your graduated cylinder, 1 milliliter is the same amount of space as 1 cubic centimeter. There are a couple of strange kinds of questions on density, though, in our problem set, where it asks for something like the number of fish in some amount of space. So the density is not actually in like pounds per gallon or something like that. It's actually in like some number of individuals per unit of volume. So just be aware of that. You could think of the density of some kind of particle or individual that is in your container or in your space. So that's regular density. We will also see some questions about population density. Population density you would have learned about in social studies, and it means the number of individuals per unit of area. So usually these are in square kilometers or in square miles. And you probably would have learned about population density in social studies when you learned about rural, suburban, and urban settings. So for example, where I am right now, called Dutchess County, this is low population density because there are fewer people per unit of now area for population density. Whereas New York City is high population density because there are many, many people per unit of area there. By way of an example for population density, these estimates for population come from 2018. And in Kings County at that time, there were 2,600,747 people. And Kings County has a land area of 70.42 square miles. So if we divide that, we end up with 36,932 approximately people per square mile. On the other hand, Dutchess County, where I'm staying with my mom right now, has a population of only 293,894, again in 2018, and has a much larger area, 796 square miles. So you could actually fit 11 Kings County into Dutchess County. It's much bigger. And despite that, there are far fewer people here. In fact, you might count the number of cows and find that the density of cows is higher than the density of people. I'm not sure, but there are a lot of cows. In any case, it is only approximately 369 people per square mile. So the population density is far less. Again, you get this by dividing number of people by the number of square miles. So that's density and population density.